All right, both players are ready. We're gonna get underway officially for game number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There we go. Look at those beautiful, look at that T piece, look at that S, look at that Z. Amazing. You can see the pieces now. How about that? Never seen that before. Tetris pieces. Dog starting off the game with a Vitz. Of course. And Rahmations gets the first Tetris of the match here. Dog opting to build out a little bit more, waiting for that long bar. Takes a double instead, and there's the long bar. Tetris for Dog. Oh, Rahmations with a couple of misdrops of that S and Z piece, and now has a bit of a tricky board here that he's got to deal with, which allows Dog to take an early lead on 70,000. Rahmations 26. Rahmations gets the board clean there. Both players are Tetris ready, and a little bit of a drought here at the moment. Drought will eclipse 20 pieces, but Dog seems to be coping with it well. Gets the long bar over. Tetris for Dog, Tetris for Rahmations, and another Tetris for Rahmations there. Tetris for Dog. Rahmations Tetris ready with that long bar placement. Ooh, but another misdrop there of that J piece for Rahmations. Once again, has to dig here. Has a bit of a gash there in that board from row 2 up to row 3 that he's got to deal with before he's able to score again, which allows Dog to extend the lead out to 83,000 points, up to 212, well, 82. Rahmations 131. Oh, but no, I see. Yeah, Deck, I see the vision. I see the vision now. Rahmations ready for Tetris in column 9. Tetris for Rahmations makes it work. Or maybe that was the intention all along. Maybe I just have small IQ brain, and Rahmations has 5,000 IQ brain. It makes sense. He cooked. $239 for Dog, 158 for Rahmations here. Tetris again for Rahmations to go to 182. Dog getting that long bar over into column 9 to set up for the Tetris here. Takes the double. Remains Tetris ready. Meanwhile, Rahmations is setting up for a tuck here. Gets the tuck with the J. Can also get a tuck with either a T or a Z spin. Gets the T tuck there. And gets the well back open there with that single. Is Tetris ready? And there's the long bar. Tetris for Rahmations and Tetris for Dog immediately after. Rahmations cooks, Adamirish gets cooked, says Chen. How did I get cooked? I'm not even playing. How can I get cooked if I'm not the one playing the Tetris match? Like, of course, both of these players would quite easily... Actually, do I say that? Do I say that both of these players easily cooked me? I mean, hey, if any of you saw Tetris Boss Battles 2, technically speaking, I know it, like, Alex wasn't trying, and he was looking, like, he wasn't looking at the screen, and, it was Das, and he had just come off of playing for 3 hours, but I technically beat Alex T, so maybe I wouldn't get cooked. I guess we'll, you guys can be the judge of that. Dog is on 408, Rahmations 322, so... Currently about a just under 4 Tetris lead here for Rahmations. For Alex who? Yeah, exactly. Alex who? Alex T, but Alex who? Irrelevant player to me now. Because I beat him. He's nothing. Alex Kerr. The real Alex. 438 for Dog here, but Rahmations starting to catch up a little bit on 398. Now just behind by just under 2 Tetrises here. Dog is Tetris ready, though, waiting for that long bar to arrive, and there it is, Tetris for Dog. Both players are about just over 20 lines or so away from level 19 transitions here. And Dog's board looking in better shape than Rahmations right here, but Rahmations is making the row 2 setup work here. Is Tetris ready? And might decide to just hang out here a little bit with this setup, but and yeah, that's exactly what Rahmations is going to do. Sets up for the Tetris and gets another one down there. So now just a Tetris lead here for Dog on 492. Rahmations gets another Tetris there now. It's pretty much even here. 492 Dog, 491 for Rahmations. Simul Tetris for both players here. Just a few more lines to go until level 19 transitions for both players here. One more Tetris allotted for both players here. It looks like it's going to be quite good scores for both players here going into level 19. And Rahmations is a clean board now. Both are Tetris ready, and nowhere really good to put that square for Dog, but a very nice T-spin. Good adjustment there from Dog to make sure the board remains clean, and both players will now be on level 19. 563 for Rahmations. Dog with a Tetris going up to 586. Just 800 points separating them at that point there. Rahmations is getting a Tetris to go into the lead on 612. Dog 589. Rahmations is Tetris ready. Dog also Tetris ready. And Tetris for Dog. Tetris for Rahmations. Dog does have a very interesting playstyle. I guess the playstyle is just called being good at the game. And that is a very interesting playstyle indeed. But like creative stacking is like by far like it's just so entertaining. Like there's appeals for me in both like creative stacking and like adjustment play, but there's also great enjoyment for me. Oh, Rahmations setting up for a triple there. Almost got an opportunity for dirty Tetris there, but opts to take the triple instead. Gets the Tetris at the bottom there. Tetris for Rahmations still in the lead on 731, but Dog now taking that back on 751. He plays like a dog. Well, I suppose, but I guess the main difference is the opposable thumbs and the sentience, I suppose, and the cognitive ability to stack Tetraminos. Tetris for Dog up to 838. Rahmations 818 is Tetris ready. There's the long bar, and it is back and forth, lead changing here as we go through the levels. Level 24 for both players now as Dog goes to 868. Rahmations 882, taking the lead back. It is back and forth here. And it might come down to if Rahmations can get ahead in Tetris, getting down Tetrises, and he does so. Now has a definitive lead on 944, Dog 904. Both players are approaching max outs here on level 25. Won't quite get it on level 25, at least in the case of Rahmations. And Tetris for Rahmations goes to 977, level 26. Rahmations now set up for the Vits, gets the Vits, is Tetris ready as a result. Waiting for that long bar to arrive, and Tetris for Rahmations max out level 26 up to 1.012. Dog also with a max out on 1,000,002 points. Level 26 max outs for both players. Tetris for Dog, 1,034. Rahmations, 1,021. I should probably say A21. Even though it doesn't show on NTC, it's easier to say and follow along. So I'll just go ahead and use the letters rather than succumbing to 7-digit propaganda. Simul Tetris for both players as Dog now goes to 1.1 million. I just went back on what I just said there. 1.1 million, level 28, level 29 transitions are coming here. Will both players be able to get into post-post with a clean board here? Rahmations will, and goes on 1.109. Tetris for Rahmations up to 1.145. But a Tetris gap between these two players here as Dog gets a Tetris and goes into level 29, 1.153. Line deficit of 11 in favor of Dog here, as both players are advancing through the levels. Level 30 now for Rahmations, 1.2. As Dog, hangs the long bar, needs to try to get a long bar, can't do it! Dog tops out at 1.16. Rahmations, 1.26, will take game number 1. GG's. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Letter scoring is less friendly to new... Yeah, that's why I changed my mind midway through saying the sentence. Because while it is a little bit more of like a mouthful to say the numbers, like not everyone is going to understand as a new viewer what those letters mean. And that's fine. That is absolutely a-okay. Both players with a Tetris to start off here. Rahmations with the burn to begin. And another Tetris for Rahmations. I like both. Both are perfectly fine. Like, whatever's your cup of tea is a-okay with me. I use them interchangeably depending on, like, if it's NTC that's being used for a stream. Like, for example, if I'm on boss battles, I'm gonna say the numbers, but if I'm doing, like, a traditional Twitch stream where it's gonna be, the letters that are coming up, I'll use the letters. But, yeah. Both are fine. Both players starting off very well here. Dog getting the fake Vits. It's not real, but doesn't seem to care. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for that long bar there. And both players in a bit of a drought here at the moment, but both coping with it well, making sure to time their burns perfectly as to keep Tetris ready at all times while also not getting into danger. And both players wait long enough and get the Tetris, and another Tetris for Dog there. Just 380 points separating these two players at the moment. Tetris for Rahmations breaks the deadlock and goes to 188. Dog is on 166, waiting for that long bar there. And waits long enough. Tetris for Dog. Hello, Winter. Good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome. Center wheel Tetris for Dog there. Rahmations also going to land a Tetris to go up to 236. And similar to how the last game started, both players incredibly close. Rahmations getting a nice Vit there. And the crowd goes wild, do they? I'm not sure. Maybe the Vits hype is dead. Unless chat is about to prove me wrong. Tetris for Rahmations up to 281 now. Both players are back and forth here. And, oh, well, I spoke too soon because Jasmine's here to go absolutely crazy about the Vits. Tetris for Dog, Tetris for Rahmations. And another Tetris for Rahmations. Back-to-back Tetrises. Up to 327. Tetris and a half lead over Dog on 289. Hooray and Vit. Good to see you, Ian. Congrats on the win earlier today that I restreamed over on my channel, Adamirish 18. It's cool, you should follow. I restream almost every day. Unless I'm busy, which I have been quite busy this week, to be fair. 373 for Rahmations, 357 for Dog, as both players are stacking quite well here. Nice tuck with the J for Rahmations. Tetris for Dog and Tetris for Rahmations here. Both players with great Tetris rates. 81 for Dog and 87 for Rahmations. Another Tetris for Dog and Rahmations. 15,000 points separating these two players. Dog creates a long bar dependency and immediately fills it in. Great awareness of the next piece there. Tetris for Dog. And Rahmations not going to be able to use that long bar, but will be able to use the next one as he is Tetris ready. Gets the long bar over. Tetris for Rahmations. Now ahead by a Tetris and a half. 464, Dog, 425. Less of victory, more serious. No, you guys played well. Like, yeah, there was some relatively early top outs, but you guys played well. You guys got to 19 pretty consistently. I mean, there's not that much more you can ask for. And also, you had monster transitions, so it's gonna be difficult for any player to get through that. A win's a win. 512 for Rahmations, 499 for Dog here, as both players are about 20 to 25 lines away from level 19 transitions here. Hoping for 2 in a row. Rahmations is Tetris ready. Tetris for Dog to go up to 522. Rahmations still holding out for the long bar. There it is. Tetris for Rahmations as Dog uses that long bar to build up, and now is Tetris ready himself. And there it is, Tetris for Dog. Rahmations is also Tetris ready, and a simul Tetris for both players. Level 19 transitions are shortly to arrive. Online facts, FortiSim did back-to-back CTL sets and PB'd in both sets. A94, B75. I saw that. We need the strong Irish accent again, says Serial. Well, Serial, if you and the rest of the chat can get the Matcherino up to $300, then you will receive that request very swiftly. All you need to do is get the Matcherino up to 300, and the Irish accent is yours. Dog transitions to level 19 on 639. Rahmations 676. So Rahmations with the pace advantage going into level 19 here. Taylor Swiftly. Exactly. I will get it done Taylor Swiftly. Tetris for Rahmations up to 727. Dog 688. And Dog getting a bits there on row 2. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for that long bar. Gets the long bar over. Tetris for Dog 715. Rahmations 752, who has been holding this Tetris and a half lead for the longest time here. Dog is not letting it go any higher. Rahmations is not letting it go any lower. Both these players playing incredibly efficient Tetris here. Tetris for Dog. And my goodness, it appears that we have hit 80. We have an $80 donation to the match arena from K9 Watching Tetris. Thank you so much. And you know what that means for Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 is going to be a true Adamirish Experience classic. Game 3 will feature the true Adamirish commentary. But for now, let's close out this game. 889 for Rahmations, 830 for Dog. Now Rahmations holding a 2 Tetris lead here. Dog is Tetris ready, however, and Rahmations having to use that long bar to build up to be Tetris ready, but so did Dog. So now both players waiting for that long bar, and Dog getting the long bar going up to 889. Tetris for Rahmations as well, 948. Jay Huang loves the Adamirish Experience. So do I. Level 24 for both these players now. 978 for Rahmations. Maximum will come with the next Tetris. Dog 949. Rahmations having to do a couple burns here, but he is coping with it well, getting the well back open. Now Dog's on level 25, 980, and max out for Rahmations going into 25 on 1.021 here. Dog Tetris ready. Tetris for Dog. Max out level 25. Both players have just eclipsed 1,000,000 points. Another Tetris for Rahmations there. Rahmations now set up for the Vits. Will that long bar come shortly? Will it arrive? Will it summon the Vits? Surely. There it is. Rahmations gets the Vits on row 2. As both players now approaching 1.1, level 26. Both players at over 80% Tetris rate still. Tetris for Dog, 1.114. Rahmations, 1.125 with a 10,000 point lead. It is back and forth here. Tetris for Rahmations, Tetris for Dog, just 10,000 points separating these two here. It is incredibly close. They know what the fans want. Guys are just playing good because they want you guys to, like, look forward even more to the Adamirish commentary, the true Irish commentary. They're building tension, guys. It's classic storytelling. Rahmations with the long bar dependency gets it filled in. Is Tetris ready on row 2? But that long bar is just not arriving. Finally arrives. Dog is now on kill screen. 1.264 transition here. Rahmations transitions 1.242. As both players now on level 29 and beyond. Let's see how this goes. Dog is looking to try to get Tetris ready here. Takes a triple instead. Rahmations is trying to get this burnt down back to the bottom row. Takes his nice split double there. Gets the well back open in column 4. Now gets that well transition back over to the right. Rahmations is looking to get Tetris ready. Tetris for Dog up to 1.329. Rahmations has a hole in the stack, trying to get that uncovered, does get it uncovered, and gets the well uncovered. And a Tetris for Rahmations up to 1.309. Dog's now taking the lead and gets a center well Tetris there. Tetris for Rahmations, 1.347. It's still incredibly close. Level 32 for Dog. Level 31 for Rahmations. Oh no, a couple of misdrops for Rahmations. Gets the long bar over, but now this board is not looking nice. Needs to get those pieces over to the left-hand side. Can Rahmations salvage this? He's gonna try, but can't get the long bar over to the right side and tops it at 1.39. Dog, 1.43. Will take game number 2. I almost worked up a sweat doing that. 5, 4, a tree, a door, a hen, Tetris. Should have just said furlongs. Great fake Irish commentary. What do you mean fake? What do you mean fake commentary? This is my real voice. It's what the people wanted. How can you call me a fake when I'm born in Ireland? It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not having that from you, Grandmaster Uber. I don't appreciate that. Sounds like you're jealous. Equi is only making the connection now between Guinness the drink and the record keepers. Dog, what are both players are not going What is this? What is happening here? Both of these players having to go ahead and do some digs early on, which is not going to be a satisfying experience for both of these players. But Rahmations gets out of it, and is Tetris ready, waiting for that long bar to arrive. The 90S Spire, indeed. Oh, Rahmations in trouble! Rahmations needs to try to get out of this. Gets the right pieces. Jaw gets the first Tetris of game number 3 here. And Rahmations gets another Tetris. Crisis has been averted. And another Tetris for Rahmations there. And Lipton asking Colin if he had messed around with the seed at the beginning. Maybe he did. I didn't see anything, that's all I'll say. Rahmations is playing quite aggressively here, but has kind of been forced into that position due to the droughts. Gets 2 Tetrises in a row there to take the lead on 132. And Dogs on 90,000 points. 19-piece drought, gets the long bar, but isn't able to use it for a Tetris. Tetris for Rahmations. Rahmations is setting up a couple of nice tucks here, and gets the tuck with the square. Tetris for Dog, who I believe was present the last time that I was arriving on this Twitch.tv channel. I'm glad at least that game went better than the last time that I arrived, where I was present for Fractal topping out, which was quite unfortunate and also quite funny at the same time. Oh no, Rahmations, what are you doing there? That's not the place you put a square piece. You were meant to put it in the next pit over, not in there, unless there's something that you're trying to do which I'm not being able to see here. Maybe because I don't have internet, so I don't know about anything about methodology. Oh, that's a pretty nice adjustment. That's pretty nice burning there to get the stack back open. Currently, Rahmations is on 197, Dog is on 211,000 points. 211,660 to be exact. See, I can count, unlike the rest of my brethren. The rest of my 73 brothers and sisters. Rahmations gets another Tetris there to go up to 221. Dog is on 213. And another Tetris for Dog there, 236. This is not the kind of seed that both of these players... I assume that both these players have played with better seeds before. Maybe it's because I'm here, I don't know. Maybe the board is deciding, hey, because the Irishman's here, we're going to go ahead and just make this seed equally terrible. Rahmations is on 312,000 points. Dog is on 256,000. At least we're seeing no spires at the moment. The last thing I want to see in Ireland tonight is another spire. We already have a spire in Dublin, and it's horrible. We spent millions and millions of euros of taxpayer money on a big stick that doesn't contribute anything. Rahmations is set up for a very high Vits, doesn't decide to go for it immediately, and gets rid of the opportunity, which I think makes a certain person in the chat quite sad, I would assume. I've also noticed that viewership has gone up since I've begun to speak, which I guess shows what the real attraction here. It's not the Tetris, it is the amazing poetic Irish voice. 408,000 points for Rahmations, 334 for Dog. Tetris for Rahmations to go up to 430,000 points. 453,000 points. 453,000, of course, being the average amount of pints of Guinness that I will drink in a given minute. In fact, I'm already 635,000 down right now as we speak. And I don't feel a thing. That's just how Irish I am. 478,000 for Rahmations and 402,000 for Dog here. Dog is Tetris ready, and so is Rahmations, who transitions to level 19 on 502,000, which is impressive considering the start that both of these players had was absolutely cataclysmic. Dog gets a transition 434, so Rahmations with the advantage going into the faster speeds on the level here. Rahmations Tetris ready, waiting for that long bar. 30-piece drought gets through it, goodness gracious. Not going to use the Lord's name in vain this time. Because, you know, I went to Mass the other day. And I did my confession. So I'm not going to break the first commandment of the Lord's name in vain. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, after I sober up a little bit. 560,000 for Rahmations. 514,000 for Dog. Dog playing Tetris, whose name is so long it almost goes outside the boundaries of the name board here. Rahmations having to do a little bit of burning here, which could allow Dog way back into the game here. Only a Tetris down right now. Tetris for Rahmations, though, gets the board clean up to 600,000 points. And Tetris for Dog, 572. Adam, I've seen your name before and figured you were Irish, but you didn't know that I was this Irish. Well, it's not surprising, you know. I come from a village that is so remote that it actually has a negative population. It's a true story. My population of the village is negative because there's 3 cemeteries, but there's only 2 houses. So as a result, the population's actually negative. There is negative people. Oh no, Rahmations! Oh, Rahmations hangs a longbar and tops out at 687. That's a disaster. Couldn't get it burnt down, unfortunately, and Dog is on 668. Waiting for that longbar there. Can also line this out. There's the longbar. And oh, that's a disaster. I actually feel bad for Rahmations there. That's not how you wanted the game to end. Dog will take game number 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Wintero with the 100 bits contributed to the Classic Tetris League organization. I cannot believe this is the largest amount of money I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Thank you so much. Both players starting off with a Tetris. Both players starting off with a Tetris there. And yes, I will do that every time someone gift subs or does bits or contributes to the match arena, which you should do. It's greatly appreciated by all the staff. And oh, this is a messy board here for Rahmations to begin with, but again, maybe I'm just needing to see the vision. Let him cook. Is it a sentence per dollar? I mean, I'll do it longer if people... The more you donate, I'll do it for longer. How about that? Like 100 bits, I'll acknowledge you and then go back. And then, like, for example, like a $20 donation or $20 Matcherino contribution, etc. I'll acknowledge for longer. Could be switching in and out of the accent every 40 seconds. Yeah, that's the magic of it. Yeah, fastest accent switch in the West. 98,000 for Dog, 62,000 for Rahmations. Now Rahmations going up to 85,000. And I suppose that means I have to acknowledge the 321 bits that K9 Watching Tetris also contributed. Thank you, Guramila Mahagat, to K9 Watching Tetris for the 321 bits. Much appreciated. Tetris for Dog, and Rahmations is also Tetris right here. Another Tetris for Dog, so early lead for Dog on 169, 131 for Rahmations here. What if we give you some gold? I'm part Irish myself, so I have no idea of this money you talk about. Yeah, if you donate, if you ship me a pot of gold, I'll do it for even longer. Dog with the bits there. Tetris for Rahmations goes into the lead with 200,000 points. Both players with a clean board at the moment. Rahmations setting up for a fake bits. And a nice spin there of that J. And another nice spin and a tuck. Incredible adjustments from Rahmations, but has a long bar dependency in column 3. And sets up the dirty Tetris and gets it. Incredible thinking by Rahmations on perfect long bar timing as well. 267 for Dog, 249 for Rahmations. Both players with clean stacks going back and forth with the Tetrises. Once again, this is match point between Dog and Rahmations. Next game after this will be Miles versus Curie, which should be a firecracker for sure. And that'll be in Division 1A, of course. So, ooh, a bit of a misspin there for Rahmations, but can still recover this with some nice burning, which is exactly what Rahmations doing, although there is a lot of pressure on the well in column 8 there. 319 for Dog, 278 for Rahmations. Rahmations is still digging here, but getting those pieces over to the left and right. Keeping in it. And some nice doubles there with the J pieces for Rahmations. Gets that well back open, and column 8 Tetris for Rahmations almost out of danger now. It just needs to do a couple more burns, and that line and that well will be cleaned up once again. Dog is still in the lead on 411, Rahmations 317, so about a 4 Tetris lead here at the moment. Dog taking a single there, filling in the long bar dependency. Is Tetris ready? Both players are Tetris ready right now, but long bar not quite arriving, and Dog getting the long bar, but a little bit too late for his liking. Has to fill in there and create some holes in the stack, and that wasn't going to be able to burn anything for Dog. Dog will get another couple of singles there, but needing good pieces here, just not getting them right now. But Dog is surviving, gets the well back open, waiting for that long bar. Tetris for Rahmations goes to the 413. Dog is still waiting on that long bar for the Tetris, and it's still not arriving, but long bar arriving a little bit too late there. But Dog is holding out, getting some nice burns. And again, the long bar coming just as Dog blocks the well there. He's going to keep it open again, blocks the well again. Long bar still not arriving. Tetris for Rahmations takes the lead on 482. Dog 453. Dog is holding firm, but this has to be frustrating for him. Rahmations goes to level 19. 506 going to be the transition score. On the long bar is just not fun for Dog here. Transitions on 462 finally gets that Tetris to go up to 486, but now Rahmations with an almost 2 Tetris lead here. Tetris again up to 556 and takes a triple as well. Tetris for Dog, 514, now has a little bit of cleanup to do at the bottom of the stack. So does Rahmations. Rahmations now sitting up on row 2, and so is Dog. Both players are Tetris ready. Tetris for Rahmations. Keening watching Tetris with the on-screen celebration of 40 channel points, which is only a very brief acknowledgement by myself. Back to the game, 551 for Dog, 616 for Rahmations. These seeds do suck, I agree. We had good seeds in game 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, they've been not nice. Tetris for Rahmations, 674, Dog, 583. The seeds did, yeah, they were proven innocent in a court of law. Come on. They got legal representation. Although, to be fair, game 3 seed, like, if they got off innocent, then their lawyer was like Saul Goodman. Because game 3 seed was horrible. Makes this one look like the greatest seed of all time. Let's call him the legal celebration. Wentera with the Irish troll face on-screen celebration. True Adamirish experience. 796 for Rahmations, 680 for Dog. Tetris for Dog up to 710. Tetris for Rahmations up to 827. And another Tetris, 858. Dog responding right back, 749. But now about a 3 Tetris lead here for Rahmations on level 25. Both players are Tetris ready, but now Rahmations having to cover the well here. Looking to get it back open. Does get it back open. Is Tetris ready? Are you crazy or does your accent sound Scottish? You've never heard an Irish person speak in that case. If you thought it was Scottish. I'm not Scottish, by the way. I am born in Ireland, currently living in the Isle of Man. Level 26 for both players now. Rahmations 930, Dog 849. And both in a bit of a drought here. Rahmations gets the well back open, and after 21 pieces, Rahmations gets the long bar for the Tetris. And so will Dog. 999, 960. Rahmations could just push down to a max out here. Waiting for that long bar. Takes a single instead, gets a max out into level 28. Tetris for Rahmations up to 1.035. Dog 956. And won't be able to max out before kill screen here. Dog is anyway. Rahmations already has the max at 1.07 to 962. Dog goes on kill screen 966. Rahmations 1.109. You're curious what I'll get if I did one of those? Probably just European. And cause, I mean, I know my family history. My family has Welsh ancestry, so that's my limit of what I know. I might just gonna be just European. Rahmations on 1.16, Dog 1.03. As both players now on level 31. Rahmations getting a nice split double there to keep the well clean and open, looking to try to set up for a Tetris here, but getting a couple of holes in the stack. So Rahmations will have to burn those away. Dog, meanwhile, getting a double there, was trying to set the long bar up, but couldn't quite get it all the way over. Meanwhile, Rahmations is having a long bar dependency in the center. This board is starting to climb a little bit. Rahmations needs a long bar over to the right, gets the long bar over to the right. Rahmations on 1.19, Dog 1.10. Rahmations is on 1.2 now and on level 33. Both players on level 33, about to transition to 34. Rahmations still in the middle of the board here, getting singles, but this board is still climbing every so little. But Rahmations is still holding out here, but can't hold out anymore. Tops it at 1.218. Dog is on 1.135. Target score 1.219. And Blinga subscribes at tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you. Gurhamila Mahagat 2. Blingus_B. As Dog playing Tetris is currently chasing down Rahmations. Dog's on 1.154. Needs 62,000 points. About a Tetris and a half here at this speed. Level 37 now. Almost did the accent by accident. Mr. Irish Adam. Hello, Lucas. Dog is Tetris ready, waiting for that long bar, but the long bar's not coming! The long bar's not coming! Gets the Tetris! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What? Dog looked down and out there, but getting the long bar over just as he tops out and takes it by 4,000 points! Oh my! That's one way to win a game. And that's one way to win a match.
Headcaster are right now building. Headcaster is setting up. Eyeball is setting up as well. Headcaster is gonna get a Tetris, same for Eyeball, so clean start from both players, no surprises yet. Clean stacks all around. Eyeball gets a Tetris. Tetris for Headcaster, Headcaster at 45. Eyeball 45 as well. The players are Tetris ready again, and they are now waiting for a Lombard and a Simul Tetris. 68 for 100. Both players. Headcaster right now at 68. Going for his first delayed burns, looks like he's waiting for a J, but didn't come in time. Eyeball remains clean. Eyeball now with a Tetris lead, while Headcaster is trying to bring his stack down. Headcaster at 71 in the middle of a drought is getting a bit dangerous. Finally gets the Lombard, needs a J to get the well open. Tetris ready. Tetris for Eyeball 114 and another one. 6 Tetrises in a row from Eyeball, and number 7 comes 159 for Eyeball. Headcaster at 121. Eyeball went for his first burn, 160 current score. Tetris for Headcaster 144. Tetris for Eyeball 183. Headcaster at 144. Eyeball is ready. Eyeball is waiting for Lombard, and Lombard not coming. Oh my goodness. Tetris for Headcaster, Tetris for Eyeball. Headcaster at 167, Eyeball at 205. Tetris for Headcaster trying to catch up. Eyeball goes for a burn and then a Tetris. 229. So almost 2 Tetrises lead for Eyeball right now. Headcaster doing a pretty good job still. Tetris ready, but the seed is kind of dangerous. The players need to be careful. Tetris for Eyeball at 254, getting the Tetris to 277. So his lead has expanded to almost 3 Tetrises. Headcaster at 215. Tetris for Headcaster 240. Tetris ready. Eyeball is ready. Tetris for Eyeball at 300. Tetris for Headcaster 263. Eyeball is setting up. Eyeball is ready. Eyeball at 300. Headcaster at 263. Oh, interesting adjustment there from Eyeball to get attack under the square. And Tetris is ready. Tetris for Headcaster, reducing the gap to 86. Eyeball doing last second adjustments to avoid the burns. Tetris ready. 324. These players are playing pretty high here. We're now reaching the second half of the level. Headcaster is still behind at 290. Eyeball at 349. Headcaster playing dangerously high here. Needs to rebalance the board. Headcaster at 293. Eyeball at 352. Eyeball waiting for a longboard, something to burn on the left side. Only good for a couple more burns, but not Tetris ready. Headcaster right now at 319. Eyeball at 350, 380 right now. Eyeball is setting up. Tetris for Eyeball at 386. Headcaster is gonna get Tetris ready. This is the opportunity for Headcaster. Eyeball is playing for row 2, getting a Tetris. Tetris for Headcaster 353 for Headcaster. And another Tetris to 375. Eyeball gets a Tetris to 433. Eyeball is switching back to the bottom. And Tetris from Headcaster to 398. Tetris and a half separating the players right now. Eyeball is Tetris ready. Tetris for Eyeball. Eyeball now at 457. Headcaster gets a Tetris to 421. And another one to 444, reducing the gap significantly to pretty much half a Tetris. Although Eyeball is gonna get a couple more Tetris to pull ahead again. 502 for Eyeball. Headcaster at 444. Tetris for Headcaster right now at 467. Tetris for Headcaster now at 489. Tetris for Eyeball at 525. Headcaster is currently at 489. Gets a Tetris to 512. Transition coming soon. 9 lines left for Headcaster. Eyeball getting a Tetris and is 13 lines to go away from transition. Tetris for Eyeball at 571. Headcaster 535. Pretty clean game from both players, and transition is coming for both players in the next Tetris. Eyeball is setting up. Headcaster going for a double well. Looks like Headcaster is gonna burn and transition at 559. Eyeball is gonna wait for the longboard. And there he goes, transition at 618. Tetris for Headcaster at 583. Eyeball at 619. Tetris for Eyeball at 643. Tetris for Headcaster 607. So still a close game, but Eyeball has maintained the lead throughout. Tetris for Headcaster at 633. Eyeball is still setting up in level 19. Tetris for Eyeball to 692. High efficiency. So players separated by 2 Tetris and a change. Ooh. Eyeball having to slow down as Headcaster is gonna be able to take the advantage of this mess a little bit. From Eyeball, oh, misdrops the S. That's gonna slow him down further. This is the opportunity that Headcaster was needing. Both players setting up. Separated by a Tetris and change. Tetris for Headcaster. 715. Eyeball losing control of the board. Is looking dire. And then Eyeball is in a very rough situation. Unable to get the number over. Topping at 725. Headcaster was able to grab the win just the last second at 742. GG. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we have the same seed this time around with a Z and S opener. Ooh, Eyeball looking a bit distracted, looking way too much, and that made him miss the tuck. Headcaster is gonna go for a nice adjustment for the first Tetris. 22,000 at Eyeball at 3,000. Eyeball is building. Headcaster is Tetris ready. Eyeball is ready as well. Tetris for both players. 45 for Headcaster, 26 for Eyeball. Headcaster so far playing it clean. Tetris ready. Headcaster right now at 45. Eyeball at 27. Headcaster is ready. Eyeball at 28. That's for Headcaster. 91. That is for Eyeball. 51. Headcaster is ready. Eyeball is setting up several tucks. Tetris for Eyeball, for Headcaster, sorry, Eyeball is Tetris ready. Tetris for Eyeball, 76. Headcaster at 114 goes for a single and gets Tetris ready. Tetris for Headcaster, 137. Tetris for Eyeball, 98. Eyeball trying to get back in his current position. Eyeball at 98, trying to get ready. Tetris ready. Eyeball at 99. Headcaster, 137. Round incoming, and there's the Tetris for both players. 160 for Headcaster, 123 for Eyeball. Double there for Headcaster. Headcaster at 185, Eyeball at 124. Headcaster is ready. Eyeball gets a Tetris. Eyeball is needing a J on the left side. Ooh, Headcaster trying to go for a Z-spin, but missed, forcing him to burn a couple more lines. But in any case, the lumber hasn't come, so... Ooh, this is getting a bit dangerous. Tetris for Eyeball, Tetris for Headcaster. Headcaster maintained the lead at 214.